Buenas noches a todos, ¿qué tal amigos y amigas jugadores? ¿Cómo estamos? Bienvenidos al canal YouTube Sports Máximo. Soy José María y ahora tenemos esta noche, durante un par de horitas, no más, porque tengo que madrugar, este juegazo Theater Wars. Ya con este vídeo gameplay es la quinta vez, por eso he puesto parte 5. Y bueno, a ver, el juego está buenísimo, o sea, la ambientación, los gráficos, está genial este juego. Sobre todo el gameplay. La única pega, que la voz no está en idioma español, está en inglés, pero bueno, tiene subtítulos. Lo que pasa es que a veces hay diálogos bastante largos y claro, hay gente que no le gusta leer. Es el único punto débil de este juego. Por lo demás, un juegazo. Juegazo, juego que, ostras, cuanto más juegas, más te gusta. Es increíble. Me tiene muy pillado. Bueno, aquí te dice que si quiero hacer las expansiones, te recomienda tener un nivel 30, ¿no? Aquí por aquí. Para poder empezar la aventura de peligro Gorgona, debes completar una misión. Ah, vale. Aquí te dice para completar unas misiones extras, pues tengo que completar no sé cuántas misiones, ¿vale? Es que yo compré la expansión también. Bueno, vamos allá. Sí, aquí lo pone. ¿Veis en la parte derecha? Peligro en Gorgona y asesinato en Eridano. Eso ya lo haremos más adelante, ¿vale? Primero quiero completar el juego y luego haremos las expansiones. Continuar. Vale, en esta misión que nos toca ahora, tenemos que matar a alguien. Ay, perdón. Vamos al diario. Esta es. Dice, creo que tenemos que matar a alguien, ¿no? Consigue el arma tecnológica de la pionera. Estamos en la misión secundaria, arma de vacío. Consigue el arma tecnológica de la pionera. Los registros, ¿no? No tenemos que matar a nadie aquí, no. No. Y consigue el arma tecnológica de Pineas. Según los registros almacenados, el terminal. Vale, pues tenemos que hacer esta misión secundaria, ¿vale? La principal la haremos cuando terminemos las secundarias y la misión de la facción. Que dice, encuentra a Eva Chatterland y mátala. La casa de Eva Chatterland está en Bizancio. Y te ha dado una tarjeta de acceso que abre la puerta principal. Bueno, eso lo haremos después. Tú cuando vas a matar a esa persona, estás delante de ella, tienes una pequeña conversación. Tú decides si quieres matarla o no quieres matarla. O sea, el juego, como digamos, no es lineal como muchos, que da igual como juegues, que las misiones siempre terminan igual. No, aquí la misión puede variar dependiendo lo que tú decidas, ¿vale? Eso es muy importante. Es una pasada este juego, ¿vale? Es una cosa que más me gusta, que más me atrae, ¿vale? Entonces, vamos a hacer esta misión, armas del vacío, que está a distancia 80 y pico de metros, allí. De armas tenemos estas ya, que está muy bien. Vale.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments and securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Tenemos dos compañeras. En este caso son dos chicas. Sí, dos chicas, ¿vale? Las he equipado bien, con sus trajes buenos, sus cascos. Vale, y cogemos coge el rayo reductor. Vale, y nos han dado 8000 puntos de experiencia. Y ahora tenemos que conseguir el arma especial, que está a 100 metros. Hola Carlos, buenas noches. ¿Qué tal, amigo? Para coger esta otra arma, ¿veis? Vamos a diario. Ya dice aquí en esta misión secundaria: consigue el arma tecnológica de la pionera. Pero claro, tenemos que ir a un planeta, ¿vale? Vale, vamos para allá. Nos subimos en nuestra nave espacial. Súper rápida. Joder, qué bien se ve este juego. Es una pasada. Se ve súper bien. Al principio, las primeras 3 horas de juego, es un juego que le costaba arrancar, muy lento. Las armas daban pena, estabas de abajo de nivel, pero una vez que a partir de 3 horas es cuando me empezó a gustarme el juego, de verdad. Vale, aquí decidimos dónde queremos ir. Pues ya nos dice aquí dónde tenemos que ir. Pues a la pionera. Ya hemos llegado. Es que va súper rápida esta nave espacial. Viajamos por el sistema, este sistema solar, no sé cómo se llama esto. Y viajamos a una velocidad tremenda. Aquí tenemos 3 personajes. Podemos tener hasta 6. ¿Vale? Pero solamente puedo elegir 2. ¿Vale? Entonces, pues sí, creo que 2. A ver. Sí. No, déjalo Félix tranquilamente. Vamos con estos 2. O no, podemos... Cogemos al Félix y cogemos a Parvati. Ya está. Vamos a cambiar un poquitín, ¿no? O sea, tú cada vez que sale una misión puedes elegir el personaje que te quieres que te acompañe o, no, o que no te acompañe ninguno. Vale, ahora tenemos nuestro amigo Félix, que no está bien equipado. Vamos a equiparlo bien. Ahí, perdón, aquí. Félix. A ver qué podemos hacerle por él, pobre hombre. Claro, es que él está muy bajo de nivel. Pobrecito, no lo ha hecho participar en muy pocas misiones, vamos. Vamos a cambiarle. 7, 9. Lanzarnadas. Daño 104. Daño 23. No, está bien. No podemos hacer nada. Y él. Bueno. Vamos a hacer el trabajo un poquito, que así le iremos. Se irá mejorando. Subirá de nivel. Podrá equiparse mejor. Vamos a que nos acompañe. No creo que la misión sea complicada. Es que si no lo seleccionamos nunca se queda en nivel muy bajo, ¿sabes? Tenemos que localizar a Gladys. Gladys, ¿dónde está Gladys? Gladys está por aquí. Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and tea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO. No, aquí no está. Joder. Esta nave es tan grande. ¿Puede ser aquí? Ah, aquí estás.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom? That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. Chief Junlei Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her mama passed, and she took the helm. She's neck-deep in the ship guts by day, slap-fighting with the board by night. bit straight-laced for my tastes, but that's just her nature. She's fierce, too. A fighter. And between you and me, I think the fight's starting to wear on her. Go right ahead, sweetheart. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Vale, vamos a aquí, el diario que nos dice, consigue el arma tecnológica de la pionera. Los registros mencionados en el terminal de Harvard mencionan unos rumores que se escuchó que la pionera acerca de un científico que presumía de estar desarrollando un arma muy potente. Tal vez debería investigar en la estación. En el terminal de Harvard ponía que la tienda hay registros antiguos. Vale, entonces tenemos que...
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
¿Qué podemos vender aquí? Comprar. Buenas noches, Gonzalo. Acaba de llegar de trabajar. ¿Estarás cansado? ¿No? No, tenemos que... Ella suele preguntar que nos den información.
Straight to the point, eh? All right then, on you go. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
Please tell me you're not the reason Black Hole Birdie shaved his head in the last pennant match.
Eres de México.
Mr. Holcomb did win his
Bonito
pennant, didn't he?
país.
But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
¿Estás cansado?
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
A ver.
This is Halcyon News.
Diario. Consiguen el arma tecnológica de la pionera. Los registros mencionados en la Harvard mencionan unos rumores que se escuchó acerca del científico que en el terminal de Harvard ponía que en la tienda de Gladys hay registros antiguos. La tienda de Gladys, la tienda de Gladys. Hay que entrar a la tienda de Gladys, joder.
It's almost time for today's episode. I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
A ver, armas. Consumir no. Vale, es esto, debe ser esto. Comprar misiones. Vale, ya tenemos las pistas donde podemos ir para adquirir esas armas. Ya lo hemos hecho, vale. Ahora lo que tenemos que hacer, vale, ir a esos puntos donde nos marca. Sí, pues tenemos que ir a lo mejor arriba. Ah, vale, pero si queremos guardar cosas aquí. Vale. No, aquí no está.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
What do you think you're doing?
Nos han pillado.
Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Vale, menos mal que tenemos un buen nivel, si no, no hemos tenido problemas. Porque nos han pillado robando. Uf, hemos tenido suerte. Vámonos de aquí. Qué susto me ha dado. Dice Gonzalo, te sugiero que juegues a Battlefield 1 y el 5. ¿Te gustan esos juegos? Me encantan, los tengo para la Xbox. Los tengo en la mente, me parece que en la Xbox Series X, creo que el Call of Duty 5 o el 1 va a 120 FPS. Gracias el FPS Boost, me parece. No sé si es el 1 o el 5. Son juegos que el otro día estuve pensando en ellos de subirlos al canal. Porque los tengo aquí y el 1 está ambientado en la Primera Guerra Mundial y el segundo y el Battlefield 5 a la Segunda Guerra Mundial. Son buenísimos. Tienes razón, Gonzalo, son muy buenos. Por aquí. Tenemos que encontrar cómo llegar allí, joder.
This is Halcyon News. We
Por aquí arriba.
Slap your whole family tonight.
No, por aquí no. ¿Un follón para contar las cosas?
Hey, boss. I've been thinking.
¿Cómo se llegará allí? Acceso restringido. Podemos tener problemas. Joder.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavor.
No, por aquí no.
This is Halcyon News.
El cuarto baño.
Advertisement for the following story.
Joder, joder, ¿cómo llegar allí? Está a 30 metros
Corporate township
y no sé cómo llegar allí.
wildlife and the unemployed.
¿Cómo nos complica la vida?
Talk to your local
Mapa. ¿No hay mapa aquí? Tras. Tras.
manager about applying for military training and lend your life.
A lo mejor está en la planta más arriba. Como no nos pillan, ¿eh? Si nos pillaran, ¡buah! Tendríamos problemas. Aquí no me arriesgo. A ver si está por aquí. Que puede ser que sea por aquí. Pero dice acceso restringido. Claro, no sé si me dejará entrar y me empezará a disparar. Puede ser que sea por aquí. Mapa. No me arriesgo. Mira, aquí. Joder, cómo nos complica la vida, ¿eh? Pero creo que es por aquí. Por aquí. Se entra. Lo que tenemos que encontrar está 19 metros para arriba. Estamos robando. Teóricamente no teníamos que estar aquí. A ver. Por aquí. No, no es por aquí, no. O sea que era por aquí, pero bueno, hemos cogido cosas interesantes. Y por aquí. Está arriba, ¿eh? ¿No hay escaleras o algo? No. Aquí hemos estado antes.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. And now for a special word from Chairman Rockwell.
Greetings, hard-working citizens of Halcyon. To one another to find
Hostia.
there are those who cheat and swindle their way to find
Es un puto laberinto que para encontrar
my
esto,
heart to see the fruits of your labor stolen by these
por mis
vagabonds.
huevos lo vamos a
One
encontrar.
such man is Phineas Wells.
Tiene que haber alguna forma.
The board unanimously decided that in the interests of protecting our best assets, that's you, we are substantially raising the reward for his arrest.
Mejor de por aquí. Más arriba.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Por aquí. Espérate, veo algo por ahí arriba. No. No, por ahí arriba no puede ser. Está trancada.
Not so fast! What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
Por aquí. Ojo, se entra por allí, ¿eh? Por aquí arriba. Hay que saltar. Joder. Vale, vale, vamos bien, vamos bien. Qué jodido esta misión para encontrar las cosas. Madre mía. Era por aquí. A ver, Félix, si puedo darte algo, mejorar algo. Nivel 7. 34. Bien, te voy a dar este que está a mejor nivel. Vale. Ahora tienen mejor. Espérate. Ahora que pienso. Félix. Equipamiento. Blindaje. Casco. Sí, vamos a dar el casco. Mira qué bueno está ahora. Pero al menos tiene más protección. Claro, por eso nos costaba encontrar las cosas. Y eso está por allá.
Hey, you got a minute?
Si saltamos, está por allá, por allá arriba. Guardamos partida. Te sugiero que juegues a Battlefield. Ah, esto ya lo he visto ya antes. A ver. O me tiro para aquí abajo. Que eso no llevará a ningún lado. Porque está a 60 metros para allá. O mejor me tiro para acá. Pero claro, es que... No sé exactamente hacia dónde tengo que ir. A ver, Félix. No se puede abrir. Joder, pon la hostia, qué misión más jodida. Para encontrar un arma, ¿cómo nos han complicado la vida de una manera? Porque si bajo aquí abajo, podría ser. Bajaré. ¿Me deja bajar? No. Pasa que me va a quitar salud. José, buenas noches. Voy por unas Pringles. ¿Alguien quiere? Ostras, qué bien te cuidas. De que sí.
This is Halcyon News.
De que
We
sí.
interrupt your
A cuidarse
regularly
bien.
scheduled advertisement for the following story. Some townships have asked Halcyon News to make a statement regarding
Tengo que
rumors of
encontrar la
sensual.
forma de llegar ahí. Me cago en la puta. ¿Cómo me está costando esto? Trancada. Está trancada. ¿Por qué? Porque debe haber algo para poder abrir. Debe haber algún sistema que me permita abrir. A ver si me deja entrar.
What was that?
Captain, look out!
Open fire!
That had to hurt!
Open fire!
This one!
You guys all right? Great work.
What's
Here
that
they come.
noise?
Open fire! Nicely done. Incoming!
Take him down!
Who's next? Nobody? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Hola, Malovin. Aquí buscando una ubicación para encontrar un arma y no la encuentro por ningún lado. Me voy loco buscándola. Ya no sé por dónde buscarla. Aquí hay un pasadizo secreto que he estado antes, pero que no la encuentro. Joder, el tema. No la encuentro, Está arriba, pero tiene que haber alguna forma, una escalera o algo, porque aquí no hay nada. Está a 24 metros, 21 metros para allá. Venga, dime, Félix.
Hey, boss. Got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then, one day, they up and vanished.
Ok, ¿sabes? Mañana
5 years
voy a
go
ir a
by, they
recuperar
send you a
mi
message
Xbox
out of the
Series X
ether. What's going through your head?
al que se la vendí. Se la voy a volver a comprar. Se lo había vendido por 513 euros. Y me la va a vender por 580 euros. ¿Cómo ves? Hombre, si te gusta la consola, comprarla.
You got the wrong idea, boss. It ain't like that. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent. Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla. What he's doing on an asteroid, I can't begin to imagine. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Vale, el compañero nos ha dado una misión. Vamos a ayudarle después. Es que...
Huh? Saw something. What do you think you're doing? Just don't complicate my job, okay?
There's a reason they got this place under quarantine, right?
Hola Alejandro, buenas noches. Si los dos están de acuerdo, pues nada, adelante.
What? What was that? I'd better take... Hold it! What do you think you're doing? Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
A ver,
Choice is enjoying an unexpected windfall.
a ver, es que
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch.
puta de oro,
Rizzo Flakes and Purple
¿dónde
Berry
está
flavored
eso?
Power Nuggets. Now with 12%
Ahora-
more crunch.
Señores, que estoy buscando cómo llegar allí. Me dice que está a 60 metros y no sé cómo llegar, no lo encuentro.
What's that noise?
No lo encuentro, de verdad. Y estoy volviendo loco.
A veure, això jo s'agrada. Jo dic, no treballo. Sí, que volumen.
Tengo que bajar el volumen, que si no la familia se enfada. Que quieren dormir. A ver. Ahí veo algo.
Heads up!
Put him down!
Got him, boss!
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Me han atacado. Normal que me defienda, ¿no?
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what they call orphans who grow up in the back bays.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. That must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who are you talking to? Imagine me pining after my family.
Rizzo's
Yeah, I
special
suppose that was a
after
touch
dinner.
lonesome. But hey, look at me now. I made it. I got a ship and everything.
Aquí estaba antes. Tampoco.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this.
Aquí un ascensor. A lo mejor subiendo arriba. Vale, ya está. Subiendo arriba lo encontraremos. Joder. ¿Cuándo voy a subir los Battlefield? El mes que viene. El mes que viene, mayo. Tengo otros ahora que tengo que terminar. ¿Más arriba sube? No. ¿Se baja o sube?
What was that? What do you think you're doing? Pleasure's all mine.
What's on your mind?
No!
Don't mess with me! I'm taking cover! Okay. Keep him pinned! That's one down! Everyone all right?
CNP pancake mix. Now required.
This is Halcyon News.
The news packet had the toss balls forced.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Pues no sé, señores. Estoy buscando esa arma que me piden, pero no lo encuentro. No lo encuentro. Dando vueltas, dando vueltas, dando vueltas y no lo encuentro. No sé dónde coño puede estar. Vamos a la nave. A ver dónde nos lleva. Porque es que... A ver.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. Straight to the point, eh? All right then, on you go. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Concerned citizens often ask why there aren't enough spaces in the colony. We all want new neighbors from time to time. Our studies have shown consumer happiness. Fewer callers means there's more parents.
Rizzo's Mock Apple Cider. A hard cider for a hard... Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Triple Shell Flakes and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch. Purple Berry Fudge. Soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
Está aquí atrás. Para llegar aquí atrás... Está trancada. Es que yo creo que es aquí. Es aquí, pero está trancada.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but...
Joder.
Here they come! Oh,
Era
that's the
aquí.
last of them.
Señores, era aquí. Ay. Era aquí lo que tenía que estar buscando. Fijaros qué jodida lo difícil que ha sido contra esto. Llevamos 1 hora buscando este lugar tan escondido. Qué cabrones. Nos han hecho perder el tiempo un montón. Y es aquí. Vamos de paso, vamos, robamos todo lo que podemos. Esto, registros. Mira aquí, joder. Lo que nos ha costado contra esto. Yo dando vuelta como un gilipollas. ¿Qué carajo que hay? Bueno, vámonos. Y esta estaba trancada, por eso no podíamos entrar por aquí. Qué cabrones, la vi cerrar la puerta por dentro. Ahora vamos a coger la nave. Pero a ver. Diario. Consulta archivos de la compañía minera en defecto en el terminal de hardware.
Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway from a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short, lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it the...
The transmission is complete, Captain. Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask. We have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, so glad to finally have a word with you. I would have been so disappointed if Ludovico monopolized your attention. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel, least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows. You're a compassionate person, Captain. And you're right. Halcyon Helen was a talented woman. She had a gift for transforming her art into wealth. You would not believe the money she made us on Dissident Busters.
For law's sake, Cedric, could you show a little discretion and not bring up your contraband operations in front of an outsider?
Please, Lou. Sublight Underground is built on discretion. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give her the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract? Because I promise you, I'll win.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Honest to law, how hard is it to hire a freelancer? Apologies, Mr. Ludovico. That was inappropriate of me. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're reliable and competent. You've been taking care of yourself ever since you arrived on Halcyon. And you're entirely independent. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
I'm pleased to hear that. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. Bud Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover. Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders. I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated. I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now clear to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos atmospheric complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving. There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
Vale. A ver, Gonzalo, olvídate si una es más potente que otra, etcétera. Yo te voy a hacer una pregunta. Porque tú me estás preguntando cuál mejor, la Xbox Series X o la Play 5. Fíjate, de las dos consolas, ¿cuál de las dos tiene los juegos exclusivos que más te gustan? Eso una. Dos. En la Xbox Series X vas a poder jugar juegos retrocompatibles y de juegos retro y mejorados. ¿Vale? 3. Con la Xbox Series X te vas a ahorrar muchísimo dinero en comprar juegos. Porque muchos juegos, muchísimos, gran catálogo, por una cuota de 13 euros al mes, vas a poder jugar juegos en gratis, digámoslo así, mientras pagues la cuota mensual. Y además, todos los juegos exclusivos de Microsoft lo vas a tener el mismo día de lanzamiento gratis para poder jugarlos. Pero la versión estándar, ¿eh? Si a ti dices, oye, mira, me sobra dinero, me lo puedo gastar en 60, 70, 80 euros en los juegos exclusivos, me gusta más la PlayStation, me gusta por la VR, realidad virtual, que te lo quiero comprar, me gustan las sensaciones del mando DualSense áptica, pues cómprate la Play 5. Es que es un tema personal. Tú tienes que apuntar en una hoja cada una lo que te ofrece y tú decides cuál de las dos te gusta más. A mí me consejo, porque ahora mismo las dos van muy bien. Eso depende. Bueno, tenemos que subir de talentos. Hemos subido de nivel 20. Vamos a subir de sigilo, pirateo, cerrajería. Vale. Damos OK. Ventajas. Vale. Diario.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I require a captain to pilot the ship. Without an identified captain or crew, I serve no purpose.
Ahora mismo tengo
As you may be aware,
un PC de
Captain
gama media.
Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald Vale due to excessive internal and external bleeding. I required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands to my interpretation protocols. I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss? We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
¿Sabes qué pasa? Que el PC, te tengo que comprar esta tarjeta gráfica, la que me comenta, y aquí 6 meses, un año, está desfasada. Si quieres para jugar, cómprate la Xbox Series X. Si te gusta, los juegos de PC, porque muchos juegos de PC salen en la Xbox Series X. Si tienes dinero y te quieres gastar un dineral, lo mejor es un PC, está claro, pero tienes que gastarte pasta.
How can I be of assistance? I'll be here. Destination reached. Scylla.
Hola Fran, ¿qué tal? Dice, de hecho tengo la suscripción de Electronic Arts al mes Pro. Muy bien. Hay que bajar. Hay que ir allí. Vale. Hemos reparado. ¿A qué hora me voy a dormir, Gonzalo? Aquí media hora. Cuando termine esta misión me iré a dormir. Voy a dormir. Pasa que llevo unos días que duermo 4, 5, 6 horas como mucho. Necesito descansar.
Unexpected. Processing.
¿Sabes qué chido se siente que la contestan? O cuando hacemos preguntas en los gameplay, no entiendo. Si tú ya tienes muchísimas suscripciones, ¿por qué nada más se conectan pocos? ¿No será porque lo haces ya muy de noche el gameplay? No lo sé. Es una cosa que no me preocupa. Puede ser que a lo mejor lo hago muy de noche. Puede ser. Puede ser que tenga razón. Pero como lo hago... No lo hago con intención de ganar dinero. Lo cual me da igual. Hola Carlos. Vamos juego, sí. Yo prefiero que tener... ¿cómo explicarlo? Pocos suscriptores o poca gente viendo el gameplay, pero que sea gente sana. Gente... Buena gente, ¿sabes? Que me sienta a gusto con ellos. Sí, me imagino que ya esta semana ya estaremos los 15.000. La verdad es que está creciendo muy rápido el canal. No me quejo, ¿no? Espérate, antes quiero ver el diario. Buscar pistas en el terminal. Arbone. No tengo que ir arriba. Misión activa, arma de vacío. Sí, tenemos que ir aquí.
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
¿Ya tú terminaste, Carlos? Es un gran juego, ¿eh? ¿Estás esperando la segunda parte? ¿Cuándo lo sacan? ¿Tú sabes cuándo lo sacan?
Find you.
No, vamos a... Espérate, vamos a... No quiero este, Félix. Es mejor la otra, joder. ¿Por qué no puedes coger al no... Nioka? Ah, entonces puedo elegir a Nioka o Paroti. Vale, vamos a hacer este. Ahora sí. Vale. Hostia, 1000 metros. Está muy lejos. A ver si puedo aterrizar más cercano.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Aquí, ¿ves? Nos pilla a 90 metros. Nos pilla más cerca. Me paso a despedir. Bueno, pues buena noche, Gonzalo. Cuídate. Gracias por estar en el canal. No, aquí no es.
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No, they're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves, dress themselves, work together. Gotta be something to that.
All I need to know is that they're...
Joder, a 800 metros tenemos que ir. ¿No tenemos viajes rápidos? Sí, aquí. Así nos ahorramos una caminata, joder.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay? Boss lady told me to...
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Ya está. Ahora me da frío. Ahora tengo que buscar. Mapa. Oh. Está sellada. Tenemos que dar la vuelta.
Used to be. You could get the best wine on Monarch here.
I would have liked to see this place.
Tenemos que dar la vuelta, no puede ser, nos pillan muy lejos. Es mejor venir para acá. Qué armas más buenas tenemos aquí, ¿eh? Ah, no podemos entrar. Tenemos que buscar la forma de poder entrar. Por aquí.
Traps everywhere. Watch it.
Ya está, ya lo hemos conseguido. Talentos. Subimos de nivel y podemos poner F. 19. Vale. Mapa.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please, take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it. Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems. Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep. Oh, you've heard Graham's teachings. I'm so glad. He and Zora have done such a wonderful job spreading the light around this dark, dark planet. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them. Why, he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying. She's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you. Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Zora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door. Oh, Graham settled here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there. I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
Diario. Aquí es una misión principal. Y aquí tenemos misión de facción contra Eva Chatarra y mátala. Vamos a hacer esta misión. Misión de facción.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Vamos a mejorar al Félix. Reputación. Envío chatarra positiva. La junta. Ay.
I think I'll initiate an
He descubierto un banco de trabajo. ¿Dónde? Aquí. Trastear. Mejoramos. Parar. Estamos reparando. Modificar.
Not so fast. All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
Comprar munición. Vender. Espera. Comprar. Vender. Vale, guardo partida. ¿Qué me ha parecido el juego? Me encanta. Pero las primeras 3 horas, muy lento el juego. A partir de 3 horas cuando empiezas a tener armas más potentes, equiparte mejor, mejor casco, mejor ropa, ¿no? Empiezas a tener compañeros, empiezas a comprar o tener las mejores armas, empiezas a entender cómo mejorar las armas, las misiones secundarias te das cuenta que son tan buenas como, tan interesantes como las principales, vas de un planeta a otro. Es cuando a partir de las 3 horas es cuando arranca el juego de verdad. O sea que hazte la idea que las primeras 3 horas es posible que a lo mejor no te acabe de gustar. Después te va a gustar muchísimo. No, tenemos que bajar. Es que... Pues tenemos que subir y luego bajar, me parece. Por lo que veo. Es lento el comienzo. Sí. No, yo ahora tengo que dejar el juego que un ratito, porque este juego me engancha muchísimo. Porque luego tú decides en cada misión cómo hacerla. Y la historia puede cambiar.
I see you haven't been shot to pieces by the guards. Do you have an appointment? Of course. You're that curious spacer Mr. Bedford mentioned. Just a moment, please. Madam Adjutant, Bedford's contact has arrived. Shall I clear your schedule?
No, thank you, Percival. I doubt this will take long. I'm Sophia Akonde, adjutant to the chairman.
Claro, el juego es largo.
I've been reading all about you. This dossier from Emerald Vale was especially engrossing.
Le he puesto al personaje el nombre de Katy, el nombre de mi perrita.
I have a file on everyone. I have a file on Percival here. You wouldn't believe what he gets up to during private hours. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. Anyone with eyes can see that you're talented. But you're also unpredictable. I don't
Buenas
like
noches, Villanueva.
unpredictable.
Buenas noches. Es que lo bueno de este juego, tú vas a ver 20 youtubers y y verás misiones diferentes. ¿Por qué? Porque puedes jugar de la manera como como te gusta este juego. Cumplir las misiones a tu gusto. Es una pasada este juego.
I have a job for you. One of our cartographers needs to be retired. I want you to carry it out. Rachel Lockwood, cartographer for the Bureau of Exploration. She's done some sensitive work for us, but now she's a loose end. Lockwood has to go. Get rid of her. Bring me her work. Then we'll talk about Dr. Wells.
We're gonna kill somebody without even knowing what they did wrong, if anything?
Keep your associates in line, Captain. I expect them to follow your orders as you follow mine. At the very least, I expect you to do better than the other freelancer. Report back to me when you're finished. I'll tell you what I can. It isn't as if we're executing Lockwood for mislabeling a river on a map. It isn't what she's done, but what she knows that forces our hand. The nature of Lockwood's work was sensitive, confidential, and concerns the future of Halcyon. I can't risk leaving her alive. I'm asking you to serve the colony. Silencing Lockwood will save lives and preserve the peace. The board has a lot of problems. The absence of competent security is just one. I'm the chairman's adjutant, not his sycophant. I can't serve the board if I'm blind to our own mistakes. What Halcyon needs is people of integrity. People who act out of a sense of duty, rather than fear. I hope you're one of those people. Deal with Lockwood, and I'll know that I can rely on you. That counts for more than trust. Excellent. Percival will handle your paperwork for you.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery. Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby. Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
Today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our
Este juego es muy bonito,
All
¿no?
right. How does this sound?
De verdad, Carlos, muy bonito este juego.
afraid I can.
Welcome. Welcome to the Byzantium office of... Bureau. Bureau of Exploration. Never mind who I am. Hi there.
Sí, es que cada planeta es diferente. Una pasada. Aquí no es.
Great work. Got it. Heads down.
My dear fellow, you know...
Sí, lo que te dice, al final te acostumbras tanto al diálogo y está interesante escuchar los diálogos para las siguientes misiones. Al principio no me gustaba los diálogos.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
Y ahora me está gustando los diálogos. Antes no me gustaban, pero ahora es que los diálogos tienen sentido, la narrativa. Todo tiene sentido. Vale, hemos subido de nivel, ¿no?
Get away from me! Were you following me? Back off, all right? I've got a slide rule and I'm not afraid to use it.
Wow, am I ever glad I followed you? I figured you were onto something when you were snooping around the office. So shall we get to the killing?
What? Killing? What the fuck is going on here?
My friend and I here have jobs to do. You just sit tight for a minute while we discuss how we're gonna handle this. The contract calls for her maps, yeah? Half the bits for the maps, half for the confirmation of the kill. How's about I take the kill, and you take the maps?
Hold on, okay? Just hear me out. What if...
Will you pipe down? We're trying to have a business meeting here.
De aquí no sé qué escoger. Si tú te quedas los mapas, yo con ella, bien, todo tuya. Escuchemos lo que tiene que decir.
You must be new to the assassination game. If you talk to your victims, it makes it harder to kill them, see? It's not recommended. Didn't you read the handbook?
Please, just listen. You don't need to...
Shush! Oh, all right. The anticipation is killing me, though. Get it? Because I want to kill her?
Wait. Whatever the contract is, I'll pay you both the full amount. You let me live, and you don't have to split anything.
That's a lot of bits. But, I mean, I've got a reputation to uphold. How would you feel if someone paid you to make bogus maps? You know, my friend, that's a fine point. If I hightail it out of here, I can avoid the inside of a cell for once. All right. Deal.
Thank the law. Here's your half. And here's yours.
Right. Well, you two, it has been an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure? Yeah. I honestly hope I never see either of you again.
Bien. Lo he hecho perfecto. ¿Lo has visto, Carlos? Lo hemos hecho perfecto. Qué guapo este juego, joder. Está guapísimo. A ver, diario. Informa a la adjunta que estás ocupado de Rachel Loco y has encontrado su documento. Informa. Vale, vamos a hacerlo.
Out with it, you wretched contraption.
Do we really need all this security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break.
Can't be too careful.
Imagino que hay que subir.
How may I be of assistance? Wonderful. I'll file the appropriate paperwork on your behalf. Meanwhile, Adjutant Akande would like a word with you.
You allowed Rachel Lockwood to walk away with her life. Do you realize the inconvenience you just caused me? I don't recall giving you authority to barter with my reputation. I recall giving you instructions to deal with Lockwood. Leaving her alive complicates matters. But that's now my problem, not yours. And you've brought me Lockwood's papers, as I asked. You've demonstrated your talents. If you're ready to talk about Phineas Wells, I'm prepared to listen. I appreciate that you want to drive a bargain. You understand I'm not paying you for anything less than reliable information. Wells had to be in touch with you somehow. Find his communication terminal and send us a tracing signal. Once I verify his location, I'll arrange for your payment. I always reward good work. Deliver Wells to the board, and you'll be more than compensated. Percival will file the appropriate paperwork on your behalf. Once you've sent a tracking signal from Wells's lab, we'll move on to the next step.
As instructed, the code for our secure communication channel. On behalf of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, I bid you good day.
Sorry, Captain, I can't.
Si ahora voy a jugar este juego. ¿Cuándo jugaste las sofás 2? Todas las tardes a las 5 de la tarde. Hoy hemos empezado con la Play 5. Perdona, buenas noches, Jorge. O sea, mañana a las 5 seguimos con la historia. Que se lo había jugado en la Play 4 Pro cuando salió el día de lanzamiento. Pero claro, no tiene que ver con la Play 5. Antes los gráficos eran más pobres. A 30 FPS. Ahora la cosa cambia. Ahora se ve mucho mejor. Cargas más rápidas con la Play 5, etcétera.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Sekiro. Lo compré para la Play, para Xbox. Y si te digo la verdad, no me gustó. Me gusta mucho más Demon's Souls Remake de la Play 5. A mí me gustó más. Un Ninja Gaiden, el de Ninja Gaiden 2, o me gusta más, por ejemplo, de Sekiro, ¿cómo se llama? De más jugadora, joder, Araki 2. Es que es un tema personal, ¿eh? No digo que el Sekiro sea mal juego, ¿eh? Pero no me termina de gustar.
Doctor, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Your signal made it through. We've pinpointed Dr. Wells's orbital lab. Excellent work. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony. Transmissions are so impersonal. I'd like to meet you face to face.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off.
Hola Jorge, buenas noches.
Anything else, Captain?
Me pasó con Elden Ring, no me enganchó. Es que mi Elden Ring no me ha enganchado porque tiene bugs. La cámara va hecha una mierda cuando luchas con bosses. Y te demuestra que no. Y luego no tiene. La física es muy mala ese juego. Tú pasas por encima de la hierba, las plantas no se mueven. Ese juego usa un motor gráfico muy primitivo. Ese juego, el de Ring, tuviera el motor gráfico de Demon's Souls Remake, joder. O del Telas of Us 2, o un juego así. Sería la hostia. Pero yo ese juego no me entra. No me entra por eso, porque la calidad gráfica es un desastre. Ahora, el diseño artístico de los enemigos, del mundo, es bonito. Pero que no me termina. Espera un momento, a ver. Cuerpo. Ya no tiene ninguno de esos problemas. Ya funciona bien, Jorge. El de Ring. Bueno. Puedes dar orden a tus acompañantes que utilicen sus habilidades especiales con el enemigo que tenga fijado. Vale. Bueno, ya lo probaré. Ya lo probaré. Pero es que tengo tantos juegos, ya lo probaré. No tengo prisa. Ya lo probaré. Le daré otra oportunidad. Confío en ti, Jorge. Te lo juro que lo probaré. A ver. Diario. Encuentra a Eva Chatterton y mátala. Venga, vamos a hacer esto. Pero... Personaje... A ver... que misión de facción, reputación,
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Adjutant Akande is waiting for you in her office.
A ver. Bajamos.
think the privy's gold-plated too?
Igual tenemos que ir arriba. Tenemos que ir aquí. Ahora.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
¿Qué hacemos aquí? Lian, alguien me ha enviado a matarte. Las preguntas las hago yo. No pienso caer en tus tretas alienígenas.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking. Hagen. I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen. To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you.
The effort they put into killing their own people. They ought to redirect that toward, I don't know, actually helping out once in a while.
I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen. My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please, I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
Fuck that. People are people, and ought to stay the way they were born. They start trying to tinker with my blood, I'll bury them.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. One of the 2 Earth Directorate assault cruisers, assigned to patrol the Halcyon system. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
That ain't a shock. Board folks will lie to their own mothers if it preserves their paychecks.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Hostia, está una conversación muy interesante, ¿eh?
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
Look, cold-blooded murder ain't easy on my spirits. But this, all this research, all these experiments, it's wrong. It's all void damn wrong.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? For the last time, no. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. Damn, that's a real good one. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her, tidying up and such.
No quería matarla. No quería matarla porque ella va con la intención de ayudar a los colonos. Pero la otra, claro, la otra quiere que la mate. Buah, ¿cómo se lo va a tomar ella? Va a pegar un cabreo. Uf. A ver, vamos a hacer la de amistad con fecha de caducidad. Lleva a Félix a ver a Rob. Bueno, señores, vamos a dejar el juego ya.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand.
Dejemos aquí.
Destination reached. Scylla. Do return in one piece. Captain.
Hey, boss. I want to talk to you.
When you started working for the adjutant, I wasn't sure what to think. But the way you treated Miss Lockwood was real honorable. Heroes always do the honorable thing. There it is. The tagline for our adventure serial. This is all part of your plan, right? You're putting on an act. Pretend you're loyal to the adjutant, earn her trust, and then, when she least expects it, you hit her with the old double cross. Hey, no problem, boss. I can keep it on the quiet. What were we talking about again? Have we even met before? See? Discreet. We should get back to work. Thanks for the talk.
Please avoid damaging yourself or...
Hey, you. Looking for something? Got my sights on you.
No, tenemos que entrar. Por aquí no. Aquí estás.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
Your captain has a sense of humor, Felix. Good. There's a time and place for humor. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He's been watching out for us just as much as we've been watching out for him. Felix is family, mister.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy. I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him. I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely. Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
We get rid of this traitor for you and I'm in? I mean, assuming I want in.
We're building a new world together, Felix. You'll want in. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
Buah, si robo se van a enfadar conmigo.
It's been ages since
we had a good haul. No freighters, no jobs, no contracts in weeks.
No.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Rizzo's Knocked Bar, a CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with free nuts in it. It's time for...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your... You mind? Trying to have a moment here. Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. You're working for the adjutant? I had no idea. I'm not looking to get hauled off to Tartarus. Rufus and his band of merry gun hands are hiding out in Emerald Vale. I swear, that's all I know.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
for the best.
Ostras, ¿cómo se llega allí? Tengo que llegar aquí. Pero no sé cómo se llega. Joder. Tendré que rodear. Joder. Tendré que dar la vuelta. Hostia, pensaba que era por aquí. Por aquí arriba. Pues nada, por aquí tampoco. Tendré que ir para allá. Ah, por aquí. ¿No puedo subir? La puta. ¿Cómo se llega allí? Me va a hacer dar la vuelta. Y aquí hay lava. Por aquí. Hostia. Por aquí no puedo cruzar. tiene que ser por huevos por allá, de arriba. Me cachilama. Hostia. Y no va a acabar repetito ella. Joder. Qué rabia me da esto.
I could do this all day. Yeah. Now that was fun. Jackass is incoming. Here they come.
Uf. Porque si nos metemos por aquí... No. Y si nos metemos... Que no hay forma de cruzar. Joder. Tenemos que rodear. Dar la vuelta para allá. Tiene que haber una forma para llegar. Joder, hay explosivos, pero nada más que soy. No me afecta a mí estos explosivos. Es que... No sé cómo llegar ahí.
Jackass is incoming. Yeah, that's what you get.
Joder. Hola, Gonzalo, ya está aquí de nuevo otra vez. Quiero llegar al destino, no sé cómo llegar. Joder. Ah, por aquí puede ser.
Huh? That's the last of him!
Joder. estoy rayando, ¿eh? ¿Cómo llega la...? Es que no sé cómo llegar al objetivo. Me dice que tenía que ir para allá, pero es que no... Está la montaña que no, como barrera y no me deja avanzar. No me deja llegar allí. Tiene que haber una forma, pero no sé cómo. Por allí puede ser. Ojo, tengo que dar la vuelta. Joder. ¿Qué marca de televisión es la 4K en la que juegas? No juego con 4K. Juego con 8K 75 pulgadas. Samsung. Está haciendo dando la vuelta. Es que... Espérate, a ver. Aquí... Puede ser que sea... Qué locura de juego, joder.
Oh, you can see the whole world from here.
Vale, el agua... Ahora que me doy cuenta, el agua es lo que nos puede llevar para allá. A lo mejor tenemos que ir por el agua. Vale, tenemos que ir por el agua, entonces. Porque... me llevaría hasta aquí. Y de aquí a aquí puedo ir aquí. Claro, eso sí, puedo subir por aquí. ¿Cuántos FPS te corren los juegos de 8K? 120, 140, todo lo que le eches. Es lo máximo que compré en Samsung este año. Bueno, a finales de este año pasado. El último modelo. O sea, todo lo que pueda la consola o un PC lo maneja los FPS sin ningún problema. Si es necesario 200, 200, 300, lo que haga falta. Me cago en 10. Tiene que no sé cómo pasar por ahí. Hostia. Está al otro lado. Hostia, es que no sé cómo hacerlo. Tiene que haber un túnel o algo, una cueva para poder pasar al otro lado, pero no lo veo. ¿Por aquí se puede? No, no me deja. Tiene que haber una forma, joder. ¿Este caminito puede ser? Sí, por aquí creo. No. Que si levanto los 120 FPS, todo lo que eches. Piensa que es lo más top de 8K. La televisión es una, creo que la televisión más cara que hay en el mercado. Y a lo mejor, andando por aquí, cruzo al otro lado. No. A ver. Reparaciones. Hostia, no, es que no. De verdad que no lo entiendo, ¿eh? Sellada. No sé cómo ir al otro lado. Ah, por aquí hay una cueva, aquí. Joder. Joder. Lo que me ha costado. Media hora dando vueltas por aquí como loco para encontrar esto. Hostia.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me. Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying. How do I know that I can trust you? Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope,
¿Sabes
kid.
por qué no
I've
subo a
got nothing to
4K?
prove to you.
Porque el
That's the whole
95% tienen
Harlow's
1080p,
just
no
another
tienen
board
4K.
asset.
Son
A
una,
two-bit
dos, subo
mercenary wearing a
4K.
dissident's clothes.
La retransmisión es directo. O sea, tú ahora mismo me escribes y hasta que me llega a mí el mensaje tarda 20 segundos. Si pongo 4K tardaría 40-50 segundos como mínimo. Y claro, y habría gente que no, al no tener, bueno, que no tiene bastante fuerza de internet y no lo puede ver a 4K. ¿Me explico? Entonces, de momento 1080p. Pero yo tengo la capturadora de 4K. Tengo el gato en 4K. Sí, sí, ya te digo, el 8K mueve 120 FPS y más. Los puedes mirar tú por internet.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent. Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy, and that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me. Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse. Take it you've made up your mind. You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head. I don't know what to think. Between you and Clyde, I'm starting to think everybody's on the board's payroll. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame. I can't imagine Clyde working for the board. But we owe it to ourselves to find out. Trask said he stashed the evidence in a vent back at the base. We should go take a look.
That machine stole my bits. Why do we even have one of these?
Vale, entonces Tras es inocente. Entonces ha hecho bien de no matarlo.
What's the word?
A ver, aquí puedo enseñar al anillo detrás, que detrás está muerto. Atacar, que eso eres un traidor. Mentira, le voy a mentir.
So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
Trask had some things to say about you. And I've got my own misgivings.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand? Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for. You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Here they come!
That's the last of him.
Puedo robar tranquilamente porque están todos muertos ya. Ya me da igual.
What was that? Did I hear something?
Looks like we're doing this.
We made it!
What was that?
Gas is incoming! Ooh, that had to hurt.
My camo sensors are picking up a rich array of
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me. I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits. Thanks for the vote of confidence, boss. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Bueno, ya hemos hecho todas las misiones completadas de secundarias, facciones. Solamente nos queda de momento. Luego van saliendo más misiones, ¿vale? 2 misiones principales: la de radio, monarca libre y enemigos a distancia. Enemigos a distancia. Vale, solamente para completar esta solamente tenemos que hablar con la Sofía. Y esta, la de radio, ya es más larga. Esta la dejamos para otro día. Vale.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
I'm curious. Wells may have been a delusional madman, but he risked his life to save yours. So why turn him in? Duty is an old-fashioned notion, but it is one I respect. You've done well. You're efficient, talented, loyal. And if you're ready to get to work, we can finally start doing some good in this colony. There has been a surge in off-world broadcasting coming from Monarch. Much of it is propaganda. All of it is illegal. We need those broadcasts shut down. All of Monarch's extraplanetary broadcasts are routed through Devil's Peak Station. I want you to claim Devil's Peak Station for the board, by force if need be. Monarch is a den of anarchy and barbarism. Keep your wits about you, and remember that you're doing the law's work. Monarch is a hotbed of anarchists operating under the misguided notion that the colony doesn't need the guiding hand of the board. It may not be a single individual behind these broadcasts, but any number of factions. I have an agent working in Stellar Bay. Everett Gill. Have a word with him as soon as you arrive. The passphrase is, "The kind of pine grows at night." Yes? So what? Look, that's not important. Get to Stellar Bay and find Everett Gill. Speak to Percival before you go. He'll arrange for your reward for turning in Wells.
No, no es por aquí. Aquí dentro. Joder, qué lío. Vale, debe estar aquí abajo.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
I ought to mention, the Iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Everybody here looks wore out. Is it just me?
A Manta Queen.
Yeah. We felled it, mind.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts. The truth that I have come to learn and embrace since shedding the corporate yoke. Out here, we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit. We have no need for the endless rules and red tape of a corporate structure.
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition and medical tape, though.
Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but our generation is the foundation on which that future is built. Now, why have you come? Stop. No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people. I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening. Surely?
Excuse me. I'm from Edgewater on Terra 2. If you'll pardon my saying, nobody I know's ever heard of you.
All the more reason to double down on our efforts.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower. Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup. She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings your praises.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf. Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Vale, y ahora nos dan otro más misiones. Bueno, señor, lo dejamos aquí ya que esto es un vicio total. Esto es un vicio total. Y diario, ¿ves? Ahora nos ha salido otra misión de las facciones. Consigue rodillos, al final consigue cartuchos. Esto no para de salir misiones. Bueno, señores, vamos a dejarlo ya. No sé qué día vamos a subir otro directo de este juego, porque quiero terminar otros juegos. Pero al menos una vez por semana ir subiendo este juego al canal. Una vez por semana al menos, ¿vale? Porque me gusta muchísimo. Es que es un vicio este juego. Quería jugar solamente 2 horas, llevamos casi 4 horas. Es que me encanta este juego. Me encanta. Es que es una pasada. Buenísimo. ¿Vale? Pues nada, lo dejamos aquí mismo. Y justo aquí os prometo que seguiremos aquí con vosotros en directo. Activar la campanita una vez que ya estéis suscritos para estar bien informados de los siguientes vídeos gameplay que vaya subiendo. Sobre todo si os interesa también ver este juego hasta el final de todo, ¿vale? Pues nada, muchas gracias por vuestra visita. Nos vemos al siguiente vídeo. Hasta mañana. Cuidaros. Buenas noches.